Oh, crap.
And
2-1 Yankees.
I am going to Italy next year. The next year is in Anya, Italy.
Oh,
And I'm going.
that would be cool. I wish I had the the intestinal fortitude to get on an airplane again.
Well, if you came, it would be epic.
It would be fun, but like I said, airplanes.
Reminder, the opinions given here are not intended to be specific to your investment strategy, but rather to gather general information to give you a better understanding of investment.
Dodgers are down 2-1 now.
I get updates on my phone when I'm
Oh.
coming back from the
Oh,
bathroom.
yeah?
702-2212.
What, they got to be in the ninth now, aren't they?
They're getting close. Bottom of 8. They got one out and 2 on.
Oof.
And I don't
This
know.
could get worse. Are the Yankees even a good team right now? Sorry if I'm...
Not really. I
They're
mean,
not...
most of the game that I listen to on the car, no outs, bases loaded. They bring in Brock Stewart, who strikes out the first guy, pops up the second guy, strikes out the third guy. And I went, wait, you mean the Dodgers aren't the only team that does that?
I have to show you this picture just because I can't believe I'm the dadderino, the grandpa that I am. That child is 3 years old.
Oh,
She's 3.
wow.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it. That's so fun.
She's freaking rock climbing
Yeah.
at 3.
Very cool. We're not up on the board, and Kevin hasn't given us a thumbs up.
I see
yet.
that we're on.
Oh, okay.
We're on, at least on Facebook right now.
Okay.
Next weekend. I don't know if you have plans. I don't know if you're interested in such a thing. They got one. That was an ugly play, by the way. They're going to have a Corsair at Camarillo, and with like tour,
Oh,
all that
a
stuff.
flying Corsair.
A flying Corsair.
Wow. Where's Camarillo?
Camarillo is from here 40 minutes if the traffic is light. Yeah, up the 101. You go, you know the grade. It's at the absolute bottom of the grade.
Okay. It's an idea. I'm pretty sure Saturday I'm at Cajon. What day is it?
Give me a moment, because Camarillo Air Show. Wings over Camarillo is what they call it. I think I'm going to apologize because it's the 15th and the 16th.
Which was a couple of days ago.
No, August.
Oh, okay.
And that's going to be Saturday and Sunday. So the idea of going out there and enjoying the air show, coming back, grabbing a burger, and doing the show.
It's an idea.
They have a car show. Anyway, I recall you liking the F4Us. God, I haven't been to an air show probably 20 years. I should go.
It's been some time since I even heard about an air show because they had too many accidents in a row there.
Or that horrible crash where that Air Cobra bashed into the B-17. Both of them went down,
Ugh.
killed everybody.
The military says the latest death on Saturday was in Iraq during the controlled detonation of a downed Iranian drone. Iran on Sunday fired missiles toward Jordan, risking a wider conflict with neighboring Israel. Second Lady Usha Vance gave birth Sunday to her fourth child. Vice President Vance made the announcement on X, noting that Alec Neil Vance arrived healthy and that the family is overjoyed. At 40, she's the first 70s to give birth while her husband serves as vice president. Spain substitute Ferran Torres scored in the 106th minute to give his team a 1-0 win over Argentina. This is SRN News.
The movers are running late. You've got so much to do.
I am not. Wings over Camarillo. There we go.
No, man. You know, I would love to sit in one of those.
What?
They should have called Presto Logistics. They take out of moving. Presto Logistics has helped thousands of families and businesses move across town and across the country quickly, easily, and efficiently. With a fleet of trucks and dozens of trained background check movers focused on safety, integrity, and service. Fully licensed, bonded, and insured with a 5-star Google rating and a 100% satisfaction guarantee.
We've got to talk to that boy about his Richard White Man.
White man.
I don't have words.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Jennifer Horn. Imagine exploring the world's best beaches, turquoise waters, tropical landscapes, island hopping through the Bahamas, Jamaica, Cayman Islands, and more with me. Join me on the Gulf of America cruise this November 14th through the 21st with Scott Jennings and Mike Gallagher.
We'll visit incredible ports like Cancun.
Now, who's Mike Gallagher?
All week long, you'll have time to meet with us. The meeting greets, photo ops.
I seem to recognize the name, but
Behind-the-scenes stories you'll never hear on air.
Don't miss this spectacular 5-star luxury voyage of a lifetime traveling with like-minded people as we celebrate America's 250th anniversary. That's the Gulf of America cruise, November 14th through the 21st with me, Scott Jennings, and Mike Gallagher. Space is filling fast. Reserve your place now for the best cabin choice. 855-565-5519. 855-565-5519 or Inspiration Travel.
I imagine this is going to be about the end of it before we go on here. Jen really needs to use less product in her hair.
it's yeah. See, can you request another set? This is whatever it is in addition. It's eating the.
Yeah.
Hey.
And you can peel it off. Safe to say, maybe a little bit too much.
Kevin McCullough. Integrity.
But why is Congress debating whether Americans and only American citizens should vote in elections? Why? Whether American elections should be decided by American citizens is one of, if not the most important issue I've said for this year. If we reach the point where that requires some sort of national debate, we have drifted way farther than most people realize.
That Kevin Show. Overnights at 1 that take Kevin everywhere.
Ooh, Mr. Enigma. Last Friday I bought my new CCW. It's a Smith & Wesson MP9 Shield. Sweet.
Cool.
Congratulations.
Here we go. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Gunslingers right here on.
The Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
That's right, from San Diego to San Francisco, from LA to Phoenix to Vegas, we are on the air.
Yes, we are, and we are all over your internet, folks. We are on Facebook Live, YouTube, Rumble, and X. So if you're online and you want to watch the show live, come on and join us on any of the platforms. Make sure you're liking it. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the show. And make sure you leave a comment. Make sure we know you're here and that you're enjoying it. Let's go.
And like I said, it is a live show. That means that we have a phone number. Jimmy, what's that number?
You guys are going to want to call in. It is 866-870-5752. Once again, that's 866-870-5752.
And because Excremento is still on vacation, so is Rick from the CRPA. So we won't have him tonight. So that means we can take phone calls extra early.
Come on. So bring them on in one more time. It's going to be 866-870-5752.
All right. You know, we don't usually do a theme, but last night when I got home, okay, I had to go to baby shower last night. My youngest is having a boy the first week of September.
Congratulations.
Thank you kindly. And they're having they had a baby shower, and apparently men are supposed to now go to the baby shower. And
I would love to engage in discussion and dispute on that. Please finish your story.
yeah, well, I went kicking and screaming, and yeah, I think I got there in the back of the car in the trunk. But I went, and so anyway, when we got home, of course, the Dodger game had been rained out, so we couldn't watch that. And I was flicking channels, and I come across something. Ooh. I come across a thing on one of the cable channels called Chick Hearn's Top 10.
Whoa.
Okay, you might want to explain who Chick Hearn is for the listeners.
Francis Chick Hearn was the Lakers announcer from when they first came here from Minnesota in 1960 or 61, all the way up until he passed away in 2003, I think, or maybe 2004.
That's a Vin Scully-like run.
Very similar, yeah. And, so, which is what I'm leading to. So we had been so spoiled here in LA because we had Chick Hearn for 40 years, we had Vin Scully for 60 years, and of course we had our dear friend Leon the Motorman for 44, 45 years. And none of them are on, well, two of them are no longer with us, but none of them are on the air too much anymore. And, we bring Leon on the show, and I talked to him this week. We are going to have him on in August. We're going to do Kevin Set It Up.
Can't wait.
So we're going to do a Motor Slinger show in August with him, and I'm sure George the Airplane Man. But call in, and I want to hear a chickism, or I want to hear something about Vin Scully, or I want to hear something about Leon.
How cool. What a good night.
We'll still cover, if you got gun questions, of course, the same old questions. If you got, questions about calibers, or what do you like better, or what should my first gun be, or, what do I wear when I go into the gun shop? Not camo. And anything like that.
How about a long black jacket that completely covers everything?
That's happened to me.
Yes, it has.
I told you that story. Yeah, yes. A guy came in with that in the summer, came in with a long, dark jacket.
Nothing sketchy there at all.
No, and he asked and he had his right hand in his pocket, and he asked if he could see a firearm, and I said, as soon as you take your hand out of your pocket, I will happily show it to you.
Otherwise, you might see a firearm any moment now.
Yeah, to which he responded, he didn't have a right arm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I felt a little stupid, but, how am I supposed to know?
Or just because we got a comment on our streams already, folks. Everyone's on there having a great time. Mr. Enigma will put there that he got his CCW over. He's out in Texas. He was a Cali guy, but he got a new MP9 shield, and congratulations to you. So if you have something in mind about maybe what you think you should, would be great for concealed carry or anything, like, give us a shout.
We're happy to do that, all of that, but if anybody has a chickism, he can't go. Oh, geez, now I just blanked out. He couldn't go to his left, and Marge could have made that shot, and she can't go to her left either.
Can I do my favorite Vin? He's out from me to you.
Oh, my favorite Vin. Deuces are really wild. 2 on, 2 out, and two and two's the count.
Oh, I love it.
Yep.
I mean, whenever I saw it coming, I was like, "Oh, it's good! I can't wait!"
When you saw it all line up perfectly, you knew it was coming out. Yeah. I loved it.
We talk about cars, we talk about guitars, we talk about sports and things like that once in a while. But honestly, you got to admire Vin Scully could make an 11-2 ball game just as interesting as heck on a hot summer day.
And it was always a big thrill for me because Tommy Davis was a longtime friend of mine, and whenever anybody asked about bad injuries, he always said, Tommy rounding second, going to third, and his leg literally breaking in half. It was the worst injury I ever saw, and I know Tommy always got a kick out of it, and so there's always that. And Chick, he put him in the popcorn machine. He came out with butter and salt all over him.
And people online are already chiming in. Kirk put Jello is jiggling. Come on, classic.
He blows the layup. I love that one too. Yeah.
just good times. And you know what? It doesn't feel, maybe because I don't watch as much basketball and I'm only watching Dodgers baseball. So we don't have those voices. It doesn't feel like it anymore. It doesn't feel like.
Well, and they connected us to the past.
Yes.
Because they were there for so long.
Well, that's a real good point.
Yeah, and so he could, like Chick Hearn could always say, that ball rattled around like a motorcycle in a motordrome. And he said, I remember in 1962 when the Lakers were playing the Celtics, and Havlicek threw up a bank shot, blah, 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 and you could just go, oh, man, and you could see it in your mind's eye.
Well, and like say, Vin was the longest running thing in Dodgers baseball. He was the thing that's been there the longest out of anything. Stadiums, players, coaches.
Well, he was like 12 when he took it over from Red Barber, and Red Barber used to have the little minute clock.
Yes.
He would turn it over, and when it ran out of sand, he would tell you the score.
Oh,
so
smart, like clockwork.
And there's just nobody like him. There's a lot of people, and they mentioned on this show last night about Chick, basketball wouldn't have a vocabulary. He invented all of it.
Man.
A dribble drive to the floor, slam dunk. I mean, the alley oop. All of these all came from Chick.
All the idioms that people take for granted.
And that's why at the Staples Center, they have statues of ball players and they have a statue of Chick.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that's how important he and
true legend.
As far as he and I never got the chance to meet him, but when he stopped doing the play-by-play, I stopped watching Laker basketball.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, it was just nothing against the guys, and Stu Lanz, I think, is still there, and after all these years, and
Just took some of the magic away.
it took 90%. I mean, he would teach you the game. The guy would shoot it, it would hit the rim and go out of bounds, and that, folks, is a team rebound. That's what that means.
Yeah, right.
And he'd tell you about the 24-second clock, and how they invented it, and how they,
history.
Oh, and he had so many. He would go out and measure on the court. So, that's a 22-footer, and he knew all of this stuff.
Right
it was absolutely amazing. And speaking of amazing, let's get to Richard at the airport.
Oh, great.
How are you, Richard?
Evening, Richard.
Oh, Richard. Wake up, Richard.
Richard.
Starts with the B, Bob. Ends with the B, Bob.
Oh, man.
Has no in the middle.
If he doesn't, I'm going to come up with a dad joke just to take place.
Are you, hello? And he's gone. Okay. We must have had one of those phone things again. Somebody want to yell Kevin? Anyway, well, hopefully we get, what, we don't have Rick from the CRPA in the next segment, so maybe.
Well, I'm going to do
Kevin
his joke then.
Go ahead.
What does a new attorney wear to his first court case?
What?
A lawsuit.
Oh,
sorry. Richard, that was for you, brother.
Well, he's calling
Oh,
back.
he's back? Good.
He's calling back, but I think we don't have enough time to get to him. So when we get him back on, we'll take him at the beginning of the next segment.
Sweet.
Oh, really quick. So, you remember how we were stopping at 600? It's official. We're done. 640.
Wait. When you started, it was at 500.
I know. It just keeps happening.
Math means nothing to this man.
No, apparently it does
Numbers.
not. Well, I was there. I went to Highway 39. We'll get into that later. The Highway 39 Event Center had a really cool car show today, and I went to it. And I got a phone call. Somebody asked me to come pick up guns. So I went down because it's only 10 minutes from the shop.
Boom, boom.
I was there till about 1 o'clock, and then Kathy and I headed down, and we took in 20 more guns for what is now the December auction.
We're filling up fast, folks.
Yeah. Oh, there's a picture of me sitting out front of the Highway 39.
Ooh,
I
that's a very nice
brought
looking car.
the bullet car. Yeah, and she drove fantastic all the way down. We had no problems with her either way. And I went home. You ready for this? In a 1968 Mustang Fastback with the air conditioning on all the way home.
And a 68.
It is 68.
That's pretty smug.
It was really cool.
Lab of luxury.
It was really cool. Oh, there we go. There's the music on the wall. That means we're taking a break. When we get back, we'll get Richard from the airport. Yeah, he's got it now. Whiteman Airport. Very
White
good.
man.
Not just Richard White Man. All right, well, you're listening to Gunslingers right here on.
The Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
We'll be back right after this. Is pray, baby, just for you. Oh, you.
Oh, Five Jack says hello from the 64-degree Oregon coast.
Thank you, Jack.
Jack, no smuggery there at all.
It was 103 at the highway in Anaheim today. Luckily, Mike, who's in charge, saved us a really good spot. And so, yeah, see, the whole back end was parked in the shade, and that's where we were sitting.
So you're flame baking the paint on.
Yes.
Mustard off the hot dog.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He missed that shot so bad, somebody must have left a window open somewhere. Chick had so many of them. Doctor, my eyes have seen the years and the slow parade of tears. And I want to understand. I have done all that I could to see the evil and the good without hiding. You must help me if you can. Welcome back, everybody.
Doctor,
I know, isn't that a great
Gosh,
song?
that's
that is a
good.
great song, dude. You're opening up the music vocabulary a little bit these last couple of weeks. Loving
You know,
it, man.
you can't play the same old three chord songs all the time.
Everyone loves them, but
Yeah.
yeah, so you gotta mix it up a
Yeah,
bit.
because then when you come back to them, they love them even more.
Heck yeah.
All right, as promised, let's get to Richard at the airport. Let's everybody crush fingers. Hope this works. How are you, Richard?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Actually,
Great.
quite better than normal. What's going on?
Okay, well, I've got a question about holsters. When you guys do competition, do you wear one holster or do you have one on each side?
Well, for cowboy action, you have to wear two. So
There's 2 6-guns involved.
yeah, so you can do one of a few things. You can go two strong side, meaning a left hand and a right hand, or you can go with a strong hand and a cross draw. So, so
Okay.
yeah, just depends.
You know what I've found? Like when I can shoot when I shoot like a 38, I'm using my right hand, and if I try to use my left hand, I'm not comfortable. But if I've got two guns at the same time, no problem. Why is that?
Well, I don't know.
That's intriguing as heck. Perhaps one is telling the other one what to do.
Yeah.
I have to be thinking that because let's face it. You're like 45 or 50 now, right, Richard? So you've spent your entire life
39 and holding. Yes.
over Whiteman Airport. No, so you've spent your whole life training your right hand, and you can't just expect the left hand to jump into the fire. But a fun story about me trying to train myself to throw a baseball left-handed. Ugly, fun story. But I suppose if you have the one hand in your other hand, we're guessing, we're spitballing now, but if you have the gun in one hand, the other hand can kind of map what that one's doing.
There, in cowboy action, there's a class where you shoot with one in each hand. It's called gunfighter, and you shoot, left, right, left, whatever, however you want to do it. But there's guys that are just amazing with that. And with my class, classic cowboy, I have to shoot one-handed, and I used to shoot with my left hand and then my right hand, and I stopped using my right hand because I just wasn't. My left hand is bum 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 bum. My right hand is bum bum bum.
And it wasn't catching up.
Yeah,
Again,
it
you've
just-
spent your entire life conditioning one side. Right?
Yeah, so it really is just kind of depends on the person.
Okay.
All right, you got.
All right.
Well, Mark already stole your joke, but we'll let you have another
Please,
one. Go ahead.
please wash mine away.
All right. Okay, what we have, what deli cold cut snack would be, nice to have during a tidal wave created by an earthquake?
What snack?
Gabagool. What do you want from me? Huh? What is it, Richard?
It's a tsunami sandwich.
Tsunami sandwich.
Goodbye,
Oh,
Richard.
man. So, see, if an attorney wore it to his first court case, it would be a
Thank
Yeah,
you,
but both of
Richard.
those were swings and misses. Well, Richard, thanks. We'll talk to you next week.
See you then.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. God
Thanks,
bless you.
Richard.
A big swing and a miss.
Yo, man, that wasn't even a foul tip. That was
Speaking
just
of the Dodgers.
They-
looks like they
Hey, got half of them out. Doubleheader today.
they won 2 out of 3
Yeah, you know.
in Yankee Stadium.
Ooh, taking it away from the boys.
Yeah,
that is a storied rivalry.
Absolutely.
So okay, so where were we? We were talking about
Talking about Vin Scully, we were talking about Chick.
Yeah. So I want you guys to call in and give us your best chickisms or your story about Vin Scully, or if you got one about Leon the Motorman, I've got plenty of those
Yeah,
too.
right?
Yeah, I mean, I really did call his show in when my '55 Chevy broke down in town. Luckily for me, and I called him during his show. It just happened to luck out, and I said, "Leon, what's going on here?" And we walked through a few things. He goes, "Jeff, you're out of gas." It's like,
So
You
yeah,
soften that punch at all.
why didn't I think of that?
if you have any memories of the voices, these legendary voices of Southern California and all the great they did for all of our entertainment, folks, come on, call in. Let us know.
Yeah.
866-870-5752. Call in. Let us know.
And we have a little bit of news. I know Rick is not on tonight, but you heard that the Third Circuit Court just struck down. They're based in Philadelphia, I want to say, back east. There's 13 district courts of appeal in the United States. You should probably know that. Anyway, they just struck down the New Jersey ban on semi-automatic rifles.
Yeah.
So that is, for us, kind of big news because, and this is an important thing, I don't want to go into the legality of it, but this is Rick's time. Law is based on precedent here in the United States, and that means when one court establishes a precedent, other courts are obliged to follow them so that you have uniformity in the law throughout the United States. And after the district courts, you only got one place left to go, and that is the Supreme Court. Just exactly. So this is a very, very positive and very high ruling.
I'd love to bring a whole bunch of stuff from Arizona back.
How cool. Bring it back
Right?
home.
What would
Stop
be nice?
living like a hunted animal when you haven't done anything wrong, because this makes me very, very uncomfortable. They yanked the carpet out from under you. Nothing changed except the laws. You didn't do anything wrong.
Yep.
They changed the laws. And boy, that ex post facto stuff is
Yeah.
very teetery.
And don't forget, like I always tell you guys, every gun law ever written is so you, John Q. Public, cannot have a firearm because criminals already don't follow law.
Absolutely.
So they don't care what kind of laws they pass. So if they don't trust you to keep and possess a firearm, what are they up to?
Yep. And on that point, talking about Rick and the CRPA, those are the folks fighting for all these rights to be reissued to us because they were taken away for no apparent good darn reason. So make sure everyone's jumping on CRPA.org, supporting them any way you can, and showing your support because they are the ones with the boots on the ground in Sacramento, in these other states. They're probably helping out over there, and they probably got word out on how to fight these things because they are working not only for California but for this whole entire nation, folks. So
Couldn't agree more.
CRPA.org.
CRPA.org. Make sure you donate your time, your money, or join at the very least. I'm a life member.
Yep.
You guys should be getting in there too.
Yep.
All right.
Cool.
Let's see. We don't have a whole bunch of time, and we got a couple of phone calls. Jimmy, give them the number one more time.
Come on, guys. 866-870-5752. Again, that's 866-870-5752.
Real quick, let's go to Don over in Culver City. He wants to talk about what Kevin was talking to me about earlier, the Glendale Car Show. Don, what can we do for you, sir?
Evening.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, I guess they said. I guess you didn't get to go to the Glendale Car Show last night.
No, I was at a baby shower.
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't there, but I guess it was, the whole KRLA crew was, I mean, Jan Horn and all the guys, everybody was there. So
Yeah. Now, and think about this: a guy with 20 cars that works at this station, and they don't even invite me. What are they thinking? I could have put cars on the side, in front, behind. I could have piled them up on top of,
He is not. That's not hyperbole.
No, I actually
he's
have
got 20 cars.
20 hot rods.
Could have been a gunslinger section there.
Right? The gunslinger.
So what car? If you could have gone, what car would you have taken?
Oh, I definitely would have taken my 1968 Bullet
Bullet car?
Mustang. Yeah, but we just got running my 1960 Helms truck, so that would have been fun to park. Because
Oh, yeah.
Well, Don, you're in Culver City. You ought to know the Helms
The
story.
Helms, yeah.
Oh yeah,
That whole city block.
I had gone down to the original Helms on Venice Boulevard, there, between Venice and Workshop. I'd been, yeah, I was there, and actually, I actually, got to get that smells of the smell.
Oh my! You mentioned that. And that's what I think of.
That aroma was, I think, what heaven will smell like. It's got to be.
And one other thing, guitars. I still have my '62 Martin D18.
Wow, that's
That I got. That was my graduation gift when I graduated from high school in 1964.
Nice.
And there was a discussion about 1828. I also have a 72 28. I prefer my 18. It's mainly because that's what Doc played, and that's all my fiddle tunes I learned was from Doc.
Doc Watson.
Yeah, Doc Watson way back when, and it's got better high end. The 18 is better low end, but I prefer my 18. That's it.
You know what, Don? I've never even seen it, and I prefer your 18.
Boy, right? I like the 28. Come on.
Well,
I like
I've got
28,
two of them. I think I like them too, but
bigger thump on the bottom. You can't
Yeah.
get wood like the ones yours are made out of.
Exactly.
You can't get that wood anymore.
No. I mean, it was, I didn't know anything about. I graduated in '64, and it was that was my graduation gift.
That's
and,
awesome.
I love that.
That is a great sounding box, man.
All right.
It's an amazing guitar. That's all.
We agree. All right, Don, thanks for the call. We'll talk to you again.
God bless you, Don.
Yeah. Anything Martin and older, vintage. Oh, just.
I have a Taylor endorsement, right? I play a Martin almost all the time.
Shh. You don't want to say that out loud.
What am I saying here?
It's not like anybody's listening to this. But I completely understand. I have a Martin too. And I look at it now and then. All right. You know what, guys? It's time for a break. But Howard, Mark, Sean, we'll get to you as soon as we get back. Quick number.
866-870-5752. Once again, that's 866-870-5752.
You're listening to Gunslingers right here on
The Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
And when we get back, more of your phone calls. We'll talk to you then.
Oh, people are asking about your new acquisition.
Oh, yeah. That's.
Is that the Glendale show? Yeah. That looks like brand. Dude, how is your stuff not there?
Nobody even told me about it. I could have used that as an excellent excuse to get out of going.
Honey,
my
I'd
kids
love
don't
to.
listen to my show.
Do you have like a transport trailer you could get 2 or 3 of them on?
I just one. Yeah. I'm supposed to go up to, what's that place? Skywalker Ranch.
Yeah.
This week.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday,
that's
Wednesday,
truly
and Thursday.
exciting.
Yeah, with my 55, and they want me to bring my 51. I can only bring one car, and I don't think I'm going to have time. I'm waiting on 2 huge collections to come in this week, and I can't do that to the guys. We're already shorthanded. One guy is out sick, and one guy is out on vacation. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get up there. When you guys want to go to, you take my car.
Leon called in, and he said he just heard that you had a bunch of calls, so he was asking, should I hold on or should I call back?
Tell him to call at 8 o'clock, and we'll take him first at 8 o'clock.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
I thought I recognized that number.
have Thursday off.
Ooh.
Yeah, but what about Tuesday and Wednesday? The actual show is on Tuesday. Yeah. Yeah, he's already driven my 51 Merc.
Yeah.
Boy, you
I
guys
think,
are
you know, for a big, ugly clunker, it drives fairly decently.
We want to tighten up these steering bushings.
Yeah, well, that knuckle is, you know, 70-something years old. You know.
I thought it felt familiar.
Yeah.
I got a couple of those.
And the 55 drives very nice, but it would definitely be a trailered.
Sure, that's
Yeah.
that's up the Bay Area, isn't it?
It's north of. It's about a 6-hour regular drive. Pulling the trailer, it would be. You got to add at least another hour or something.
Gonna shout out everyone that on Rumble right now. MP Stig, Mr. Enigma, Jake Reno's on there, Mark
Jake.
and Base over there. Great to see you, Rick. I can.
Hey, we have to shout out to Rick. It's his birthday.
Oh,
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Rick Shingle. Happy birthday to you.
and many more.
So happy birthday, Rick. Old Bark on there. Glenn, great to see you, bud. Sadie over there in Georgia. What else? And Golden Tulip, great to see you, brother. Put up a link to the Skywalker Ranch. But no, thank you guys for joining us. And if you're new here or if you haven't checked in, make sure you do. Let me shout you out. Eric over there on Facebook, Doug, Kasai, Kirk always chiming in. He's got a great bunch in there. Ricky Riley, thanks for staying up with us. Jack, we mentioned over there in Alaska. Annie.
Alaska?
Isn't it Alaska?
We're in Alaska.
I thought you said, oh no, Oregon coast. So sorry, Jack. My fault.
Well, Jack on the Oregon coast, huh?
Yeah. Alex, great to see you again. Eric, Weedy, Daryl, Mom's on there. Love you guys. Thank you all for joining us. You guys make the show. I love seeing all you all. Check on in. Oh, Rick says thank you. Happy birthday, brother. Love you. God bless you.
Our pleasure, man.
I'm the only air guitar player that actually plays chords. Hell, I'm going out west where I belong. Where the days are short and the nights are long. And they walk, and I'll walk, and they twist, and I'll twist. They shimmy, and I'll shimmy. They fly, and I'll fly. Well, they're out there having fun in the warm California sun. Welcome back, everybody, to Gunslingers right here on
The Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
You know, we would almost always start our third set with that song because it brought people out of the chairs and onto the dance floor. That is such a great song. The Rivieras.
It feels as if, like, after that beginning, everything else fades away. Like, you hear that build up and all that, and then you don't even. I don't even think people are listening to the lyrics after that. They're just in the zone.
That's it.
Get you there.
A great tune. A lot of fun with it. All right. You know what? Let's get to Mark in Woodland Hills. Mark, what's going on?
Evening, Mark.
Mark?
Good evening. Once again, you three are providing a public service, and I thank you for it.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Thanks for being with us.
Appreciate it.
I have a kind of informative quiz question. I have a contribution that may help your listeners and yourselves, and a serious question. First off, what is the most armed state in America? You guys have an idea? It's statistically two of them, actually.
You know what? I'm going to go with California and Texas, but I could be dead wrong.
Oh, Lord.
I would think.
Well, you're half right, in a sense. Montana has the highest per capita. Yeah, 2 out of 3, 66.3, and statistically close enough at 66.2 to be Wyoming. And Texas, though, does have the highest raw numbers with 1.1 million registered firearms.
You know what though? In 2020 with the COVID crazy, I'm pretty sure I sold at least that many guns in my store.
Right.
Right?
So I don't know.
my gosh.
I mean, maybe, but
We're
California
number
is a huge
44,
market.
Jeff, we're 44th on the list down. Washington, D.C. being the worst still, even
Well,
though the law changed, you know.
Yeah. But I tell you what, I bet if they did a real,
That's what I'm wondering.
because I'm telling you, there was a line around my shop 1.5 times for months.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, we were selling,
Yeah.
and when you do your registration, that's called in California. That's called the DROS. That's DROS, Dealer Record of Sale. And there's numbers in there, and the numbers are acquainted to the date and the number DROS of the day. And every day they were getting into the 20s and 30,000s. Your DROS
Well,
number
when
would be.
the commissar is going to come around and knock on your door. They have and that's what they're looking for. That's why they want all these records being kept by the IC, the
of course.
intelligence community, and then of course China's got it as well.
Yeah, well,
so
yeah.
they know whose door to knock. But it's going to be Red Dawn, baby. If they try that.
Yeah, very likely. Very likely.
And there's a lot of people. I don't know if you're on a special diet, Jeff, or just generally speaking. I found an app that has just blown away all my friends. It's called Yuka, Yuka, Yuka. It's a phone app, and you can go to the store, even Trader Joe's or whatever, and pull up the barcode and look at it with your cell phone, and it will rate the food or cosmetics from 0 to 100, and it will tell you exactly what the problem is with it if it doesn't make 100. It's very helpful, and it doesn't have ads, and there's no brand or manufacturer influence on the scoring. I tell you, you put this on your phone, you go around your kitchen, you're going to go crazy, I swear.
So that's scary. I tell you, I saw a thing on ice cream the other night.
Yeah.
And the stuff that they
I've been to
put
them.
into ice cream, I loved ice cream. Now I don't.
I think I was up at the plant about 40 years ago in Carnation, up north in the Bay Area, I think, and it's. Ugh, I don't even want to get
That's
into
why
it.
the-
It's awful.
Ugh is right.
That's why those
But
dryers
this one will tell
commercials-
you, like, if the red dye is made out of red beetles, or even if it says natural flavoring, this will actually break it
natural.
down and tell you precisely what the source is. These guys are not corrupt. They're doing all the good things for us. I do have a very serious question for the three of you, if you're ready.
Go.
Go for it.
Serious.
I'd like to ask if any or all of you guys can sort something out for me, okay? Can you please explain to me the logic of a atheist being so-called pro-choice for elective abortions and then believe mortal life is the one and only shot with no afterlife whatsoever? Does that make sense to you guys?
No.
Well, first off, you understand that liberalism, or whatever you want to call it, is a mental disease.
The muddled mantras of the left.
Yeah, I mean, these
Well,
people are sick in the head.
I had a thing. Well, about 3 weeks ago, I had a finger-pointing session with somebody who tried to bring that up to me, and I'm pro-life, baby. Conception to natural death. That's the Lord's work.
Those are the
it's just part of the destruction of our cultures, my friends.
Those are the same people that would advocate for not having being allowed to abort a puppy because those are precious lives, or vegans and all that. But you do it to a human life, it's off the radar, so
Again.
it doesn't.
Well, you know what PETA stands for, Jimmy?
Pain in the ass.
People eating tasty animals.
and
I like mine better, but go ahead.
And on top of the consensus that you did, per capita on gun households that own guns, California is actually fourth in there, 18%. Texas is at 37%, and Florida and Virginia.
Oh, gosh. I'll have to shoot you the stats that I picked up.
Yeah, these are just per. I saw the one that you were on as well. I have it up.
Yeah.
Jimmy doing his research.
Gun ownership by state by ammo.com, and then I picked up one per capita. So, and it even has a nice little map that's color-coded for us that can't read so well. But
Jimmy, you got to go work for Doge, man.
Man, I'll do whatever they say. We're finding fraud. I'm there. Let's go.
All right, Mark.
And we live in the state that has the most of it, baby. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
What they have in Minnesota is, even New York, is nothing compared to here. And it's so multi-layered. The same money's going around and around.
Yeah, that's why they have the Nick Shirley Act. They don't want you to find it, and that's why. How do you make a law not to find fraud?
Yeah.
Well, I fear for that that boy. I'll tell you, I truly do.
Yeah, God bless him.
I pray to God nobody touches him like they did. Somebody who could have been a great vice president.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we all know. I won't watch that footage, by the way. I've never seen it, and I never will.
Yeah, I don't blame
I
you.
want to remember. I remember Charlie the way I want to remember him. I was
Yes,
3 weeks
very
from
good.
meeting him too. So
There you go.
Oh,
So
Lord Almighty.
special.
Yeah, all right, Mark.
All right, guys.
As always.
Hey, I wish I had more for you on the sports isms.
You're doing fine.
The chickisms, yeah.
But I grew up doing all that. I grew up doing all that freaky Southern California sport, like you guys did. Aboard with metal wheels, sidewalk surfing, and surfing and all that.
Yeah, bust your buns.
times.
Yeah. All right, Mark. Thanks. We'll talk to you again.
God bless you.
All right,
brother.
guys.
Take care.
God bless y'all.
Bye bye. All right, let's jump over to Howard in West LA. What can we do for you, Howard?
Evening, Howard.
Howard.
When I was going to the range, I'd see these people shooting a rifle offhand with a sling, with the edge of the sling digging into the back of their support hand. And I remembered from my days in ROTC at Fairfax that Sergeant Rossnagel said, rotate the swivel, the sling swivel, half a turn. If you do it the right way, the sling will rest flat against your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And if you do it the wrong way, it'll really be lousy.
It'll bite into your hand. When did you attend Fairfax?
I was at 63.
So pre-earthquake then.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, because they did not have any ROTC when I went there.
Oh, go figure.
Well, I'm 78.
Darn kid. Well, that's a good memory.
Also, if you look at the Jimmy Stewart FBI story, when they're when they got the permission to carry firearms, you'll see these guys shooting Thompson machine guns. They're using the stick magazine as a palm rest. It lets you stand straight up when if you have an extended magazine. It lets you stand straight up rather than like you have scoliosis.
The stock on that is engineered in a very, very strange fashion. And mercifully, the Thompson has a very solid magazine-to-frame mount. But hanking on to magazines is not a great way to ensure reliability.
Not for, no.
Well, the military, my nephew sent me a copy of some training films on YouTube, and that was the way they shot the M14 offhand, was slung up and using the hand pulling it into your shoulder. And I've done that a couple of times on a few weapons, and it works. Also, the business was shooting weak hand. There was a guy at the West Thompson range who was always shooting competitively, and he tells me, when you're shooting weak hand, put your dominant hand across your chest as if it was in a sling, like you broke your arm. It's called the neutral position, and it sort of takes your dominant arm out of the nervous system circuitry.
That makes sense. You certainly want to anchor it.
Pardon?
You certainly do want to anchor it.
Yeah. Well, I did something. I was trying to shoot weak hand at some steel plates I brought up I gave to the guy at the Thompson range, and he put them on chains. And the first time I tried to shoot weak hand, I had my other arm dangling out in space, pulled the trigger, missed, and tried to pull the trigger again. Well, I didn't release the trigger. Then I remembered what that fella told me, so I put the right hand across my chest. I fired at it was like a 5-inch target, steel disc, hit it, and as I'm coming down, I accidentally squeezed off another shot and hit a 2-inch plate dead center.
Whoa.
Very cool. Howard, we're coming up on a hard break. We got to go. As always,
have
thanks. So
a good day.
we'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Howard. God
Thanks
bless
for
you.
the call, Howard.
All right. And that call was no harm, no foul, no blood, no ambulance.
Hey!
Thank you, Chick. Again, call in with
That's
some
good.
Chickisms.
Come on, guys.
Some Leonisms or some Vinnyisms. You're listening to Gunslingers right here on.
The Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
And he missed that so bad, somebody had to leave a window open somewhere. The other one, the Marge one was, I can't believe, Marge could have made that shot. She can't even go to her left. Of course, Marge was like 82 years old at the time. You know, all of them about 5'4".
Doug Oolong, thank you for being here from La Crescenta. Thank you, brother. Thanks for being in. I'm going to assume with the name you're a gentleman, so thank you. Golden Tulip put a couple links in the Rumble chat for Castle Doctrine under Penal Code 198.5. He had a incident at his home today.
.com. Yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, Mr. Postman. Oh, yeah. Please, please, Mr. Postman. Oh, yeah. There must be a word today from a girlfriend so far away. Please, Mr. Postman, look and see if there's a letter for me. Welcome back, everybody, to Gunslingers right here on
The Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
That's it. All right, let's jump over to Todd. It just says Todd in California. Okay. Todd, what can we do for you, sir?
Evening, Todd.
Well, it was, thank you first for taking my call. I really appreciate your show. It's always on Sunday evening, and I do pass on the love to all my other 2A incliners.
Thank you.
That being said, this morning was a very big Wapatula. We wake up at about 6 sharp to a naked man cracking the crack out on my front porch.
Ooh.
His huskies got out. Dude's naked as a jaybird, shouting all kinds of wild shit.
Whoa.
Wild stuff, sorry. Wild fecal matter. And was saying some, I will do this to you and that, and he was shouting, give me my huskies back, when his dogs are right at his feet. Now, I'm going to bring this up to where the points talked about castle law to me, because I did ask them that this morning. So he picked up a rock out of my yard, or also actually off the front porch, and put it through my front door this morning. So there was glass all over my living room and everywhere, even into the hallway and into the bathroom and everywhere, kitchen, you name it. It was everywhere. So I didn't have any shoes on to act swift to do the Marine Corps thing, which I'm taught to do. So I called Johnny Law, and they arrested him. Okay? Now, here's the caveat to why I'm calling and what I'm telling everybody. Now, I gave you an article in both YouTube and Rumble.
Yeah, I saw it there.
Okay, in the LA Times, about a man that shot 2 guys dead, but I'm going to give you the true story of that. This guy, I know him personally. They came in 6 deep, just like the article says, but he killed 3. Okay, 3 went to no 401k heaven. Okay, and so he brought that up. The police did, because that happened right around the corner from me. And I asked him specifically, do I have the right to defend myself? Do I have the right to defend myself if this crackhead came across the threshold of my front door, naked as a jaybird, cracked out, and hurling homicidal threats? And two of the police, of the three, said castle law can be enacted. You have every right to protect your family. So that's what they told me this morning. And the third one was nodding in agreement to the effect of the fact of that law. Now, I want you to think about that as we get into these stranger times, the more people in California that, I'm going to be honest with you, I think California is the number one 2A state in the nation.
It's right up there.
I think we've got Texas and everywhere else beat. It's just that we don't talk about it so loudly as other places because of our current status with the governor and our political status here. So we don't openly brag about our plethora of hardware in the metal form that we have. So I want everybody to think about that in this phone call that I'm on the live radio. This was very hard on my family. Absolutely. Very hard. The wife freaked. I have a 17-year-old that's autistic. He didn't do too well with this morning. This morning was excitement at its greatest moment. But it's also a lesson for any homeowner to keep your head together. Don't let your emotions fly off the Richter scale and automatically start picking up metal and thinking the hardware is going to do the justice move. You have to logically think it out as it happens. Okay, don't put any emotions into the situation, because the moment you do that, you're going to be the one that's going to be on the wrong end of the stick because you used your emotions instead of logic.
Yeah. Todd, let me jump in here real quick. What I tell people all the time is police officers may tell you one thing, but it doesn't really matter. What the DA decides is what's going to happen to you. You know, I don't play a lawyer on TV, and I don't do it in real life. But you are at the mercy of them.
No legal representation or any sort of ideas from me here.
Yeah.
Let that be said.
Yeah, well, as far as your three police officers, and God bless them for doing a great job, but are they going to be there to stand behind you if something bad? And
very much.
You did the right thing by calling them and staying calm, and I congratulate you on that. But there's so many people out there that are, I'll do this, I'll bury them, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, guys, this is California.
I hear that kind of talk all the time.
So do I.
And when the rubber meets the road, those are the biggest. I won't use any sort of other word than they're
Appreciate
losers.
That, yeah.
They are losers, and they have no idea what they're talking about.
Unfortunately, that's very true.
When the situation happens, you're a different person. And it does come down to that psychology of fight or flight. Now, fighting comes in. Now, I've done mixed martial arts for 40 years. I don't fly off the handle so easily. And that comes from many years of the Marines and the mixed martial arts and everything else I've done. I've gone through 3 college degree programs, graduated the top 5% of my class.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not average. No, I'm going to be very honest about that. But I try to represent to the 2A community these ideas and situations that happen, because you have to. listen, it's easy to say all kinds of things.
Yeah.
But that's not a logical thing to say. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. No one just says, hey, I'm going to X and you're not going to be above the ground anymore. That's not smart, because now you're under a legal tender of your language. Okay, your language now becomes part of the incident that took place, and they can use that psychosis in that language to turn the tables on you. So you, in anything that happens like this, I'm just hoping to God I reach someone today through your radio show that says, you've got to keep yourself together, no matter what's happening. If they don't come across that threshold, there's not much you can do other than call the cops and have dude arrested, even if they're on your property. Don't act stupid.
No.
Don't take a life.
Don't let your hardware overrun your rear end.
Thank you. Yes, and I have plenty. I have hardware for protection.
There you go.
But I will not use it unless the demarcation line has been broken and I am in full compression of, and I mean that in a vital way, because your brain goes through a time compression during these incidents, and you've got to be able to have a very visual recording of the incidents as they're going down, because if you can't recall what's going down in the chronological, because anytime something like this happens, you're going to have a legal case.
Always.
And the very first thing the police, the DA, and your lawyer are going to want, number one, is called a chronological. That means the events of the times and when they took place.
Yep.
Because nobody's arrested unless there's an event. Okay, so a chronological has to be developed in your mind logically.
Yeah, and they're going to ask you for that right there on the scene, and they're going to ask you for that 2 hours later, and they better be the same. Todd, we're coming up on a break. We got to go. Thanks for the call.
Thank you so much.
Glad everything worked out okay for you.
Yeah.
Glad you're safe. God bless you.
All righty. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Yeah, they talk about this term in apologetics a lot, is discernment, folks. You got to use it in every aspect of your life. You got to have patience and understanding, and use that discernment at every corner of your whole life. So take that in mind.
Yeah, there you go. Quick number.
Come on, 866 870-5752. That's 866-870-5752.
And the second we get back, Sean in Riverside, we're coming right to you. I apologize for making you wait so long. You're listening to Gunslingers right here on
the Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
And everybody else, just give us a call.
A certain someone that at top hour you're going to take his call too.
I know.
Okay,
but
he's on
Sean's
for like
been waiting for
minutes.
30 minutes. Yeah.
I thought so. I just
as soon as we'll get to him, and then we'll get to, and he hasn't called back yet.
Okay. Superb. Thanks for the call, Todd. We appreciate it. I know you're probably watching on Rumble right now. Thank you very much, brother.
Not easy talking on radio, is it, Todd?
That discernment works everywhere.
Yeah.
Adrenaline.
Yeah, and he's probably still on it. It just happened this morning, I believe you said. So it's still probably fresh in his psyche.
I had a guy come to my shop, very nice, younger guy, came in and ordered a gun. No biggie. 5 or 6 days after I got it, he came in, did his paperwork, and about 3 days after that, I got a call from DOJ denying him. So it was a fairly inexpensive firearm. So I called him and told him, hey, man, you got denied by DOJ. He goes, well, what are my, I says, well, I have a restocking fee. It's only 10%. Your gun was only $179. So it's
That
only
is very generous of you, honestly.
Yeah, so it's only $17. Come in and I'll give you a refund. So at my old shop, my very first one, I had the buzzer in door. He came in, and you can't see around the corner. He came to the door. I buzzed him in. He came in, and 3 of his gangster buddies came with him.
Wow, wonder how you got denied.
Yeah, and they came up at me, and it got very unpleasant. It was two of them hung in the back. It was just the guy that bought the gun who never said a word, and his other buddy with all the gang tats and no shirt on, and and the bandanas hanging and teardrops, and this guy was not. He wanted me to give him the gun anyway, and I said no. And at the time, I was the only one in the store. And it got really hairy. It got to the point where I took a step back, I put my hand on the gun, and I was talking to him like this, and then I started talking to him like that. And I think he understood what I was doing. This is where I'm going to shoot you. And I tell you, I got them to calm down. I gave them a check, sent them on their way. My legs stopped shaking about 3 days later.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was 100% certain I was going to shoot these guys. And then
you're picking out the spot and picking out the order.
It was very hairy. And then, of course, my old pal Sherman called me right after they left, and I told him. He thought it was hilarious. He didn't understand how.
He wasn't in it.
Yeah. And so I had Buddy. You remember Buddy?
Yeah.
Buddy was the best dog ever. And it was like 4:15, and I closed at 5. I said, screw this. I'm going home. So I get Buddy. I'm walking to the door, and come around the same corner as Sherman, and he goes, "Hey,
mother!"
Wrong answer.
I had that gun right
Wrong
there
answer.
before I realized who it was, and then his legs started shaking.
3 days later.
Oh my God! I could
Jello
not believe how close I came to shooting him right in the head.
Man.
So yeah, when things get persnickety, I know the internet loves that word. It can get real hairy in a real hurry, and you just what's the 3-second rule or the number of three rule?
Yeah, the rule 3. Yeah.
So
3 seconds, 3 shots, 3 yards.
Todd over there, he's on Rumble. He said, "Yes, my adrenaline is still jacked up.
Yep,
jacked me up. It's been that way all day, of course, of course."
And we've had experts on the show. If you get involved in a shooting, what to say? Try not to call 911 yourself, because they are recording you and they will ask you leading questions. And try and get somebody else to call 911. And if you have to, just say there's been a shooting, there's firearms here, unload your weapon, show that you're compliant and unarmed, and just relax until PD. Usually when there's shots fired, PD show up pretty quick.
But there is a script you should follow, and honest to God, you should practice the script as much as you practice.
Yeah, because no matter what, you're going to be,
Oh yeah.
So just don't rehearse what you're going to say, and that is short and very to the point. Otherwise, you need an attorney, because boy, as you pointed out, this is California.
Yeah, and it's not the police officers that come that are going to be prosecuting you. It's going to be a DA. Maybe he's a cool guy. Maybe he's an overzealous guy who wants to show that he can.
Maybe he's Gascon.
Yeah, you just don't know. And if you can make it go away with a phone call, or and just ignoring, or maybe a pointed stick, much better than pulling out a firearm.
Yeah.
It offered eligible Americans up to 160 acres of land, not as a prize for the powerful, but as an opportunity for ordinary families willing to live on it, work it, and build something.
Kirk, Jeff, you didn't have hands on both hips telling the gangsters you had one for each of them.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you. No, I did not. I literally, I don't know if you can see it. I stepped back from the counter and I was talking to him just like this, with hand. And at the time, I was carrying a .44, so it was very visible. And I, like I said, I went from talking to him like this to talking to him like that, and I think he realized what I was doing. And he said a few things in Spanish, and they left.
That is, to me, very, very interesting. Dude, again, hey, for those of you out there in purchasing firearms land, if the state denied you or the feds denied you, Jeff got nothing to do with it.
No, not my call.
He's just doing what he's told so that he can keep his business.
Yeah, because I don't want to go to jail with you. this dirty old part of the city, when the sun refused to shine, people tell me there ain't no use in trying. My girl, you're so young and pretty, and one thing I know is true. You'll be dead before your time is due. I know it. Welcome back, everybody, to Gunslingers right here on
the Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
Because he's been waiting for 37 minutes. Let's get to Sean in Riverside. Sean, sorry to keep you waiting. What can we do for you?
Evening, Sean.
That's okay. That's okay, Jeff. Good morning, guys, or good afternoon, or evening, guys.
How long you been on?
From whenever you're listening, folks.
It's been a long day. I had 2 days at the range, so my CCW qualification. But one statement, a question. I have a Chick Hearnism.
Yeah. Okay,
go for it. Chick Hearn, when they were playing against the Boston Celtics in the NBA championship in 1987 or 6.
86 and 87.
And he said that I was walking by him. He said, "Hey, how's it going? The Joe's jiggling." So I just remember that.
Very good.
Hilarious. But you're right. All the old guys, you don't have that anymore in sports radio. The second question is, I was with my Smith & Wesson 642 plus P, and I forgot that trigger pull is just, it's heavy, very heavy.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, I was going to ask you guys the expertise, what you could recommend for another weapon, because the backup or the trigger was just too heavy for me.
Well, what model was it again?
642.
642. Okay, so it's
642.
Yeah. There's going to be a competent gunsmith around you somewhere.
Soften that, man.
Yeah, you can go to brownells.com. It's brownells.com and buy a spring kit for it. Have a gunsmith put it in, and you'd be shocked at how much nicer that will be.
That's number one. That's a two-part.
Is that legal though? Can you? I mean.
Is it legal? As long as you don't, you don't want to go anything lower than maybe 4 or 5 pounds, and you don't want to do that for yourself because that's a small, kind of a squirrely little gun. So you don't want to get.
And let's talk about using plus P ammunition on an air weight.
Yeah,
you're beating yourself up a little bit.
Yeah, I would not do that. If you're going to do that, go out and get yourself that K6S Kimber.
Honestly,
yeah, it's a 357 revolver, but it's a 6-shot that will handle 38 plus P much better than that little airweight will.
And I'll also consider getting a semi-automatic if you're comfortable with that. And because
I had a 6-hour B6365 that I guess I saw perfect with that thing.
No, that's a great gun.
There's kind of an answer right there, isn't it? I know it's Jeff's choice and mine as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So.
Yeah, so Brownell sells a spring.
Those things are pretty rugged, especially recently out of the box.
Yeah, so. All righty.
Okay. All right, thank you very much.
You bet. Thanks for the call, Sean.
Good call.
Thanks, Sean.
Okay, so all night we've been talking about how great and how lucky we've been in California with Chick Hearn and, of course, Vin Scully, and one other guy that I mentioned, Leon Kaplan. It is our pleasure to bring him to the air right now. How are you, Leon?
Evening, Leon.
Leon!
Good evening, all you guys. God, I was laughing. Good thing I come on after the break because that last call or hour had me going. I give you guys credit. You guys really know your stuff. It's been a very interesting show.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
And I'm glad I helped save you some money on that. Did you ever send me a check for that? I told you that again.
I don't think I did. No.
You didn't get my bill then.
No, I'll be waiting on it. I'm sure next week. Yeah.
No, but I heard a lot about you. The Mustang's doing real good, but right somehow or another, I found out you just got yourself involved in another car.
I did. You know what?
Now, maybe I shouldn't have said nothing.
Oh, no, it's fine. I was going to bring it up later, but how cool is this? Okay, I picked up, you guys have heard me for a long time talk about wanting a 1940 Ford convertible, just like Lumpy in Leave It to Beaver. Well, I found one this week. And I picked it up on Friday, and the whole family went with me because I thought we might have to push it some. So Kathy and Jeffrey went with me, and we went and got it. And on the way home, I called Leon. I was so excited. I couldn't wait. I got to call the one and only Leon the Motorman. It was so... Can you say bitching on radio?
Just did.
It was really cool. I got to
The
call.
other guy said some nasty words, so I guess it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, that was an oops. But anyway, it was really cool to talk to Leon about
that car.
Yeah, and he was telling me all about it, and I was telling him this car, it's already got a small block Chevy in it, and I think it's a turbo 400 and a 9-inch Ford rear end. It's already got the starting for the power steering conversion and disc brakes and all that stuff. So it's a real good start on a car, and he's been putting it up on the pictures thing. Yeah, that was really cool.
It's a very good looking car.
It really is, and I'm real excited to get started on it. My 1950 Woody will be done this week, so I'm probably going to take this in and pick up and bring the Woody home.
Whoa, buddy.
Jeff, this is a little like painting the Golden Gate Bridge for you, isn't it? As soon as it's done, you start on it all over again. But that's cool.
It's a sickness. What can I say?
Nice one.
Well, I thought...
Go ahead, Leon.
I thought I was the motor man, but I think it's a little different now that Jeff's a motoring guy, because I tell you, he's got some gorgeous cars. That 40 Ford, when he gets it done, I got pictures of it that you sent to me, and that's a really good. The body on it looks straight.
It's very straight. Yeah, there's no cancer anywhere, even on the inside of the trunk, and the floorboards are all exposed. And you know what, Leon? I looked around. I did not see any wood except for one piece towards the front that looks like somebody added, because it was plywood. So I don't think they would have put that in.
No, early Fords, they used a lot of the woodwork that they sent the engines and stuff in, and they used it in their car bodies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that a California car?
And 1940 was the first year they had a column shift.
Yeah.
Gear shift on the column, 3 on the tree.
Yeah.
For 40. So it's a gorgeous car. That may be one of my favorite, my friend.
One of mine too. I tell you, I'm really excited to get going on this guy. So.
That's great. I didn't want to interrupt your show. You had a lot of good callers about guns, but that last caller, it was a Marine and a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
You think maybe he'd been tipping a few before he called or something?
No, what he said that what happened to what he was talking about happened to him this morning. So honestly, he's probably still on a bit of an adrenaline high.
He chimed in and said,
so like I said, having been in that position, I completely understand. So. It can take you back a bit. So.
I know, Leon, you know that from both sides of the microphone, though.
That's correct. No, it's well, he had a problem there, and that's something that's just But let me ask you a question.
Sure.
It's legal, since it's about guns. That when somebody breaks into your house, I don't know. This is probably a officer's question. You can't really do anything until your life is threatened.
Pretty much in California, anyway. If he doesn't
your
have,
life has to be threatened.
If he doesn't have something that is, capable of taking your life, like a knife or a firearm or something along that line, if you do shoot them, you are liable to go to jail yourself, and that is just.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, that is just idiotic.
I want to clarify that. I think.
Well,
that's right.
Which is why I always tell people to pump shotgun. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Use a shotgun. You know how much damage they'll do to your walls and maybe the windows or something?
Yeah, but
he's talking about the chunk of working the action.
Yeah, making the action work. That noise usually settles all problems, and that guy usually will be leading.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so
Tibetan
I misunderstood.
No, that sounds.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, well,
all right.
but that's true.
Leon, have you picked
I
a date?
learned a lot from you guys.
Thank you, sir. Have you picked a date in August for a Motorman show yet?
Yeah, we're working on it.
Okay.
We're working on
Cannot
it.
wait.
Yeah.
Everyone online,
going
Leon,
to-
right now, everyone online, they're chiming in, saying how much love they're pouring out for you, that they were so excited that you're a surprise little guest right now. We're so happy to hear from you.
Oh, God bless you guys, and God bless all the listeners, and you guys keep up the good work. I love you all.
Thank you, Leon. Hey, Leon, we
Have a
got
great show.
We got a commercial coming. You want it? You remember the phone number?
Oh, God, yeah, I memorized it. It's 866-870-5752. Again, 866-870-5752.
Thank you, Leon. Always making him
And
work.
play the beach. I love you singing, but play the Beach Boys.
Oh, they're coming up. They're coming up.
For you, man.
All right, Leon. Thanks.
Love you guys.
We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
God bless you, Leon.
He lets a little sunshine into a room, doesn't he?
I tell you what. All right, folks, there you go. One of three legends in
Come on.
Southern California. Yep. Between Chick and Vinny and the one and only Leon the Motorman.
You know, if we keep doing this show for only 37 short years, we'll have done a show as long as he does.
Yeah, which reminds me, in a couple of weeks, it will be our 7th anniversary show.
Whoa, that right around the corner.
Yep.
Anniversary pie. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, along with cat pole dancing. Yeah.
Oh,
All right, Jimmy, give him the number and we're going to
Come on, guys. Leon did it great, but I'm going to try my best. 866-870-5752.
Give us a call. We'll be back right after this.
Let's go.
I really like this song, too.
Yeah. This song, the TV show Taxi.
Yes.
Okay, you remember Reverend Jim Iggy? Hokey Dok. Yeah, that guy. He turns out he was from a very wealthy family, and he goes to see them, and his brother and sister try and push him out. The dad dotes on him. Da da da. At the end of the show, he finally says, "Let him have it. I don't want nothing," and he goes back about his business. And then he gets a call, his father's passed away, and he sends him a little box of stuff, and it's just little mementos, and there's a cassette player, and he plays it, and it's that song.
How touching.
Very much so, very much so. That was a great show, Taxi, if you guys remember it at all.
Nope, everything good.
Oh, George is calling in now.
These guys are a great tag team, weren't they?
Yeah. And John sent me, if a bad guy comes to your house, let the self-defense called talk him to death. I'm not... Things are different today. I hear every mother say, nature. I don't remember the damn words anymore. Dang. I can remember the chords, but not the words. Welcome back to Gunslingers, everybody, right here on
The Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
And, we're getting phone calls and they're dropping off. What's going on in there, you guys? Well, we got Leon to call in, so now we got George, the airplane guy. What's going on, George?
You know, guys, it's a great show. I agree with Leon 100%. Of course, you don't want to argue with the pro, so I'm never going to go against whatever Leon says.
Fair enough.
He called me yesterday and told me about Jeff's call to him about that 40 Ford convertible. And that's the sweetest car I've ever heard about. Leon's got pictures. I don't have pictures. Maybe Jeff can send me a picture, too, later on. But that is one of my classic cars, too. So good luck on that one, Jeff.
Thank you.
Your collection of cars.
I know.
Becoming like, you might as well open a museum.
I don't know what I...
Honestly, you have one.
You can call it the Jeff/Motorman Car Museum and charge $1 million for people to come in and see these cars you got.
That would be something, wouldn't it? My ultimate goal here is to have something like Highway 39
in your yard.
Yeah, George, you got to come to one of our auctions sometime, because where we hold it at Highway 39 Event Center, it's just awesome. The whole place is surrounded by just absolutely beautiful 100% cars.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, every one of them is completely done.
I can picture it. Yeah, I'll have to come out there one of these days. I will do that.
Yeah, good.
Keep sending me the invitations. One of these days I'll make it.
Okay, very good. And then I talked to Leon again. Let's do something in August. We'll do a motorman or a motor slingers. I keep calling it a motorman show. A motor slinger show.
That'd be fun.
Very soon.
Please.
Hey, you know what?
I'm looking forward to that. That'd be a lot of fun. It always is. And the other thing I'll be looking forward to is instead of Leon getting a call from you about a car, I expect one of these days to get a call from you about you buying a Corsair airplane.
Right?
That is so far out of my tax bracket.
Never say never.
I don't know. These cars we get in, they're not cheapo, buddy.
George,
you may be moving into that bracket.
That tax
here,
bracket.
man.
There you go.
You know what, George? I'm a pretty good grinder when it comes to negotiating, number one and number two. I won't even go look at them unless they're
in that wheelhouse.
Pretty reasonably priced.
Hey, you know what, George?
That's why I have to buy them in the condition that I do.
George, maybe you can help out. I had a question that someone wanted to bring up to Richard about Whiteman. They were wondering about the recent renewed try to close Whiteman fighting between FAA and the local NIMS. And
So, that comes up every once in a while, and there's a civilian activist group around all airports, whether it be Whiteman or LAX or any other.
Santa Monica.
The idea of airplanes around their area. Any excuse they get to go hit the panic button and get people stirred up, they'll do it. And so a recent incident didn't even get off the airport property. No civilians were hurt, no property damage. It was just so basically it's just a red flag that shows up and then it goes away because nothing else happens. So be patient, keep your ale. And the AOPA is a big promoter of aviation and general aviation and private airports. And the FAA is not going to let that airport close. It's a what they call a public use airport, which means that the fire departments and the police departments use it to come and go with their helicopters. So it's going to take an awful lot to shut that airport, guys.
Okay. Hey, thank you. It helps out our online listeners and watchers out there.
Hey,
so
I have a question for you real quick, George. What do you know about the Catalina 2?
Catalina 2.
The Catalina 2. Somebody is going to, there's an organization starting to build Catalina aircraft. The World War II vintage.
Yeah, the beautiful, it was made by Consolidated Aircraft down in San Diego, the PBY Catalina.
Bingo.
Gorgeous airplane, yeah. If they're going to start rebuilding it, I heard a little bit about that some time ago, nothing recently. But to me, that's one of my favorite airplanes. I mean, it was an unsung hero of World War II. It did more to help the war than almost any other single airplane.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that when you come on.
Long range. What's that?
I said we should talk about that when you come on. I didn't mean to take you by the heels, but I just wondered if you'd heard anything about it because I saw it and I'm fascinated. A couple of modern turboprop engines in that thing. Dang.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, George. We'll talk to you.
I'll do some research between now and August. We'll see you guys then. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, George. Thanks. We'll talk to you soon.
God bless you.
Bye-bye.
You guys have a great day. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Take
Bye.
care.
God darn.
All right, let's jump over to Marianne in Orange County real quick. Marianne, what can we do for you?
Evening, Marianne.
Yes, I have a chick hernism. So I wanted to share.
Go.
Okay. So I actually got to talk to him on the phone, and my kids were little, and we always listened and watched the Lakers, when Kobe played. And we were talking about how they lost this game, and they had just lost it. And he starts saying, they didn't show up. And I'm like, what? And I'm just like talking, and then I said, and he said it again. They didn't show up. I said, of course they did. I saw them. They were there. And I didn't know what was going on. And it was like he's so polite. He didn't correct me. And he said, oh, thanks for the call kind of thing. The next day I go to work, and I asked somebody, and they said, you don't know what that means? It said they didn't play well. Yeah. That's what it meant. And I'd never heard of that in my entire life. I wasn't that much of a sports fanatic, and he was such a gentleman. It was a thrill to talk to him.
Oh. Yeah. His other favorite thing to say was, that was not a Phi Beta Kappa foul.
I love it.
Yeah, you could have called that one with Braille. Chick was definitely one of a kind.
One of a kind. Just what I was going to say. And I love listening to you guys. I don't know anything about, your gun stuff, but you guys are so fun together, and I love the way you sing, and you're such a good crew, and you're just fabulous to make me smile.
Thank you, man. We appreciate that. Thanks so much. Marianne, call back again. We'll talk to you then.
Yeah.
God bless. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. What a nice call.
I love calls like that.
Yeah.
And we have such a diverse audience that we love AV.
And honestly, that was what I wanted this show to be right from the get-go. I didn't want to be Sean Hannity. I didn't want to be Rush Limbaugh. I wanted to show people that guns can be fun. They don't have to be murderous, horrible, snakes in the grass and so on and so forth. That it can be, hey, you know what? Let's just go have a good time and go shooting.
People, because the moniker of weapon has been pushed out there. These are tools, and all types of people use tools.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're trying to accumulate here is all types of people, because this is a wide and diverse community.
A firearm is an inanimate object.
I'm sorry, go on.
Well, I was going to say, it's the black heart holding it that makes it go wrong. Go ahead.
I lived in Northern California. When you're in that particular part of the world, you're part of the volunteer fire department, and I used a chainsaw many times. A chainsaw. And a chainsaw is just a chainsaw is just a chainsaw. There's a movie called The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You know what? It's the same instrument that we use to cut down trees and create fire breaks.
Yeah.
It's how you use it to
Yeah,
amplify
absolutely.
your point.
But television news, they always throw up a huge graphic of a gun right behind the talking head's head.
And gun violence.
The 12-year-old gunman.
Well, when cars have crashes, they don't talk about car violence.
Yeah, or the carman.
The pencilman.
They always take the human out of it, and it's the firearm that's causing the trouble.
Simple as that.
It's the sick mind and the black heart that's causing that. It's not the firearm.
Nope.
So, all right, what do we got left, Ryan? 2 minutes. All right.
Your gun shop's never grown legs and started a riot by itself.
Oddly enough, let's see. We got our friend Robert in Sherman Oaks. We'll get to you when we get back, and John in Glendale will get to you as soon as we get back. We got about a minute and a half left. I don't want to cut you guys short, so we'll get to you in a minute. I'm going shooting tomorrow. I'm going up to West End, and I got my Doc Noper rig.
You're going to try that out a little bit?
I'm going to go, Kathy and I are going to go up and go shooting in the morning. So if you guys want to go shooting in the morning, be up at West End about 9 o'clock.
I appreciate the tickets.
Yeah, we'll have some fun and shoot a little bit, and then I got to go to the Orange store, or the Azusa store for a while.
I'll see what time Jet goes to sleep tonight. He's on summer vacation. That boy has been staying up all night.
Yeah. When I said that, I noticed both of you guys kind of looked away. So I'm going to assume it's just going to be me and Kathy shooting.
I would love to. I happen to like West End. They got the road very, very much squared away. And you'll be up there before the heat of the day.
Yeah, that's the whole point. I'm really dying to try. I wanted to come to Panorama this morning.
It would have been nice. Yeah. It would have been great to see. We had a really, really good crew.
Yeah, but I promised I would go to the Highway 39.
Got to be a man of your word.
Yeah, since they had generously offered me to their Paws and Patriots show Friday night or Saturday last night, and I couldn't make that because of the wedding shower or the baby shower, so I went this morning instead. So.
Busy man.
Oh yeah. And then, as it was, I left there and went to the shop, and we took in 20 guns.
It never ends, folks.
I tell you, Anyway, all right, there's the music at the bottom of the hour. That means we're going to take a break. When we get back, more phone calls. We got John in Glendale, Robert in Sherman Oaks. We'll get to you guys. You're listening to Gunslingers right here on
the Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
And we'll be right back.
Come on. Almost walked up with those on.
If a bad guy comes to your house, let the self-defense called talk him to death. I don't understand what the... am I reading something wrong?
I think that was a reference to the length of that particular phone call.
Well, today was Panorama, and I think Annie drives home from Panorama. I'm not saying John imbibed, but maybe. Am I too far off there, John?
He was in Feinfettel today. He was in Feinfettel. He was pimping. They got their annual matches. I want to say the first weekend
in October.
And you know what? I think I'm not working. I'm working the Friday night. But I don't think I'm working that weekend. I'm going to go and support it.
We're gonna do that match, and then we're gonna go do. We're gonna finally go to Tombstone.
You're going to Bordertown?
Yeah, gonna shoot Bordertown.
You are gonna have so much fun.
I didn't get the option. I was just told we're going to Bordertown.
You get a hotel, or you gonna camp, or what?
No, we'll have to hotel it.
But get it early.
Yeah, the McRugers at the show today told me R.J. McRuger and his wife were at Highway 39, and they were telling us that's their favorite match, and they still go to that every year. So
I have a sister who owns a ranch about 30 miles away from there.
No kidding.
And it's like the only time I have a chance to double dip and see her. So I know they're sold out, but
I don't think the match is sold out.
Well, you know what? It's a fun match, and there's something bada bing going on the entire time. Here's a Leonism. Thanks, Sadie. It's never too late to have a happy childhood, but the next one is up to you.
That's a Leonism. Of course, I do a Leonism at the end of every show with the smile. And just little curves. That's a lot of things straight. I throw in little North Carolina in that curve.
I think I've got 2 screens going here trying to keep track of 3 because I'm not on X. But I'm trying to keep track of 3 of the feeds here. I think they feed free sometimes. I don't know. Me and technology. Not like you in technology, I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, that's me. I am the techno king. All I do is say, bed!
Gotta get water, gotta go to the bathroom, gotta do everything.
He's moving.
So we're gonna have an anniversary lemon meringue pie.
Yeah. I have to pick it up at Marie Callender's or something on the way in.
That is, which weekend is it? It's first weekend of August?
Second weekend of August.
That's very cool.
Yeah, 7 years. Yep, here we go. See, we're back to three quarters right here, 3/4 songs. Oh no, the Omega go. Yeah.
I love the words to this song.
Oh, baby, the Omega go. I used to do this, right? My little girl, away,
Nailing it.
I literally mumbled it every time I did it, and because everybody
knows the words.
Everybody loves the song so much that they're crushing the dance floor. Nobody cared. Nobody paid any attention. They just went to the song.
No reason to care.
Yeah, I did that song for a bazillion years.
What an amazing lick, though, because they've hit that first 2 notes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I can name that tune, right?
Absolutely. And it's an odd 1-4-5 because the 5 is a minor. A, D, and E minor. Yeah, so go figure. Anyway, welcome back, and let's get right to the phones because these guys have been waiting a bit. Let's get to John in Glendale. John, what can we do for you, sir?
Evening, John.
I'm making my call.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I live in Glendale here. It's a pretty safe city, but you never know. In any event, I took Medic-Up Consulting, concealed carry. I went through the process, the theory, 8 hours on Zoom, and then went up to the mountains and did the 8-hour shooting. And there were several women there who had never shot a gun. They outshot all of us with their little SIGs anyway. It was a beautiful experience I had up there. But they also require, I believe now, I don't know if LAPD still has a concealed carry program where you have to have a psych test. Well, the Glendale PD, I found out during the whole situation of going through the tests, that one has to go through how can I say, not crazy house, but a psych test.
Yes.
Contractor for the sheriff's department. And I'm wondering if that's just another block they're putting in, the liberals have put in order to,
yes, it is.
Discourage people from getting concealed carry permits. It is, huh?
Yeah, because not everybody. I live in Riverside County, and we don't have to put up with that. We don't have to do anything. Well, let me back up. We have to go through all the training, but we don't have to do anything like that. Is what I meant to say.
Oh, okay, but all right. So I'm saving my pennies up for the psych test. It's $500. I think it's gone up to $600 now.
No, jeez.
And you're there 8 hours in some kind of a psych facility.
Yeah.
And it's not related to the law enforcement. It's a subcontractor.
That's frightening as heck.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, when you do your drills, when I've done drills, I'm a fire enthusiast. And thank God I started in '89, right out of the military after I went in. Coast Guard long ago. Anyway, I started thinking about guns just as a hobby, and then, I was in bad areas a lot of times. I worked for the city at the time and went through a lot of bad situations with the gang members. The Salvamara Truchas up in MacArthur Park and the Crips and the Bloods and the other parks. In any event, sometimes I was tempted to carry a concealed weapon. And especially with the Rodney King riots, a lot of the guys were carrying concealed weapons, city people. So I said, I'll play it by ear. It never happened where I had to carry a concealed firearm. Although I was tempted to, but you know how that goes if you carry your
well, they say it's better to be tried by 12 than carried by 6. So I get it. Don't recommend it, but I completely understand it. So
hey, John.
Thank you.
Hey, were you happy with the quality of the instruction?
The quality of instruction was very good. Very good in the fact that if you've never had a gun, like the 3 ladies that were with us, they never shot a gun at all. And the sheriff's guys, some of them were retired, and a couple were on duty. And they really went through with them. They were very courteous. They showed them, the safety aspects first, of course, with that outdoor shooting.
Very glad.
And they, like I said, they outshot us all. All the guys that were. I had 2 revolvers. I had a shield, and everybody was cooperative. A pleasant experience. I really enjoyed it.
All right, we just got to work on that stupid psych test. Anyway, John, we got a whole bunch of calls to get to. Thanks, and keep us posted on how it's going with your CCW.
Absolutely.
All righty.
Oh, thank you so much for taking my call. God bless you guys.
Thank you, sir. You too. Bye-bye.
On this, just that point of that extra test that they're making you take, that's something that they're going to have on file on you to use against you at any point in your life. So these things, these extra rigmarole that they're trying to put you through is detrimental to everyone. So remember that.
We should be talking to Rick Travis about this.
Yeah, let's get to our buddy Robert out in Sherman Oaks. What's going on, Robert?
Evening, Robert.
Hey, guys. Hey, how are you guys? I've been listening the last couple of weeks. I haven't called in.
We missed you.
Hey, you know what? There are a couple things that, I want to get back to a caller. You guys, I've been looking. I just decided that I need to look into gun insurance. And I heard of something called Safe and Secure. Do you guys know anything about this company?
No, I haven't even heard of them.
Who do you go with?
It's the one that CRPA recommends. I can't think of it all. They used to actually advertise with us, and I don't remember. If you go to my website, down at the bottom somewhere, we have a link to the company that I use. There's also USCCA.
USCCA is one I was thinking.
Yeah, is another one.
What were you saying? What was that? What was the who are you using?
It was called Safe and Secure. It was literally in the back of Guns and Ammo or one of these firearms. And I'm like, I don't have, I should really think. I really need to be I need to do this. I can't insure my total value, but if I get hit, it's for ammo, optics, and this kind of stuff. I'm like, I think I really should do that.
Well, it's not a bad idea. That's a little bit different than USCCA. That's for concealed carry.
Yeah.
And stuff. And the one that we were talking about that I can't remember the damn name.
Well, no.
But
and then another one is I haven't done my, to get my CCW. I've been postponing for a couple months, and because I'm kind of on the fence about doing that. But I don't wear my jewelry. I don't do anything. Do I want that? But I don't know. And then, another real quick thing is, Todd was on the phone talking about you got to be calm if someone breaks into your house. I don't see how that's possible.
It isn't.
Unfortunately, it's happened twice in my life where I had someone kick through the front door, wake me up in the dead of night. I had a 6-shot. I thought I fired 2. I ended up firing 4. This is back in 1991, 92. I went out and bought a Beretta after that. I'm like, I'm not running out of ammo.
Yeah.
And then I walked in on someone. I'm like, how could you keep calm in a situation like that?
You can't.
Literally, I pissed myself twice on both those. I was so scared.
Yeah, I've been in a few situations being in this business and in another business that I was in before, and when it gets real hairy, it gets real hairy quickly.
No, I remember you said your son came into the house and you whacked on him.
Yeah, snuck out. That was this Jimmy's, because his name is Jimmy too. Best friend in junior high, and he snuck out of the house. Didn't hear him, but when he snuck back in, I did hear him. And he's 6 foot tall, and he's rooting around in my kitchen looking for something to eat. Come on. And I come down the hallway with a 12 gauge, and I racked that girl. I racked it, and that noise. Now he started screaming, "It's me!" And it's me, it's me.
Ollie oxen free.
Yeah. And so I didn't shoot him. Had I had a handgun, that might have not worked out so well.
No, but you know what? Well, now I have what I call a Milo. I have a 4-year-old Belgian Malinois. I'm like, I'm totally cool.
A meat missile, yes, those things
that'll get her done.
No. Hey, say something. Everyone says about this dog, there's this and this. I'm like, no, he's like the biggest, cute little puppy dog, but he will sit there. When I go to sleep, he'll sit there. I want my ball. He'll sit there and turn his face directly towards the door of my bedroom, and that's it.
Very good.
I'm like, you know what? And once I became really friendly with him, he was a rescue at 2.5, and after I'm like, you know what? I don't have to. The gun could be in a lockbox. I don't have to do anything else with it because I know that he will take care of business.
There you go. I have a Masha. She's a Russian Caucasian, and she weighs about 150 pounds, and she's the sweetest thing on 4 feet, unless.
And then she will eat their head off.
You had to.
She will literally have you for lunch.
You had to have to sign a waiver to have that dog.
Yeah, well, she came with a 40-page pamphlet. Yeah. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Milo, he is just like, and he sits there, and, the squirrels. Young Robert would take a pellet gun and shoot the squirrels. I'm like, no. Older Robert, I'm like, I like those squirrels. He hates them. He torments them. I'm like, come on. I got automatic squirt gun. I'm like, get away, squirrels. Come on.
I get it. All right, Robert, we still got phone calls to get to. Go ahead, real quick.
So I am going to call you on something you're having your November auction. I want to see it. That I want. But I had, this week I had to put a new roof on my house.
Oh no.
So I'm like, I sat there. I'm like, you know what? I could have spent this $20,000 at Jeff's auction.
Yes, you could, and he should have. Because you know what? Now you're just going to buy something to shoot holes in your roof.
the whole thing is like I put it off for like 2 years, and the back part of the house, I'm like walking around. I'm like, okay, it's dripping everywhere. I'm like, okay,
yeah.
You got to put the new roof on your house.
Yeah,
it was a $20,000, and I sat there and I gave the guy the check today. I'm like, I could have bought guns with this.
Oh. I was a roofer for more than 20 years, and back in that day, roofing a new home with the composition shingles would have cost right around $2,500. So it's just crazy how expensive stuff has gotten.
That part, they had to blowtorch some kind of white stuff and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And we did it here for 3 days and 4 days turning it off. And I'm just like, I sat there. I'm like, I could buy a Mauser. I could buy this. I could buy that.
I totally get it.
You need the roof.
Yeah.
You know what? God bless. I can afford it. But Amen. I will talk to you about your September auction.
All right, very good. Thanks.
You guys are awesome, and God bless.
God bless you.
We'll talk to you soon, Robert.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
Love you, man.
Ooh, I hear an intro. All right, when we get back, we got Michael and Whittier and Ed out in Riverside. We'll get to you. I'm sure Brent will be calling in too, so we're going to have a packed last 15 minutes of the
15
show.
minutes to go?
Yeah, that's it. You're listening to Gunslingers right here on
the Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
And we'll be right back.
So yeah, like you were mentioning some of the different groups. These ones, the safe and secure that I believe he's looking into, are more on the lines of theft or home insurance type of security, lost scope and then gun stolen.
So that's
from
the insurance
vehicle.
for the weapons as opposed to insurance for the action.
Yeah.
U.S. Law Shield, was that it?
Yes.
That was it.
Thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
It was U.S. Law Shield. So yeah, make sure you guys know what type of insurance policy you're getting and what it does cover. He does have a good amount of firearms, so he's probably making sure he's secure in that way.
They're both important.
Mm-hmm.
Deluge hammers for framing and roofing. There's a little insider trading. This show's better than it has to be.
Surfing now, everybody's learning how.
Yeah.
Come on a safari, me.
Come on a safari with me.
Early in the morning, we'll be starting out. Somebody gonna coming along. We're loading up the woody with the boards inside and heading out singing a song. Everybody, come on, babe, go surfing with me. Yes, I'm gonna take you surfing with me. A long surf take, that's my woody. I'm gonna take you surfing with me. Welcome back, everybody, to the last segment already.
Ooh, fastest 2 hours on radio, people.
Man, I tell you what. Well, and we still got guys. So let's get to Ed out in Riverside. Ed, what's going on?
Well, I've been listening to the whole show on the I guess it's the website for KRLA.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of interesting things here tonight, and I want to thank Kevin again for helping me set that up. Weeks back.
Real quick, what happened is after the show last week, Kevin called Ed to get him set up, and he worked with him for a while,
That is so
but
cool.
he finally got it all.
So you can listen to the entire
so
show.
we take care of you guys.
Kev's a good guy, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you. Now, I think the company that you were trying to think of and couldn't is CCW Safe.
No, it's U.S. Law Shield is the name of it.
So they're obviously
U.S. Law Shield.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a CCW.
CCW Safe, I think, is the one that is. I've heard Rick Travis interview Chris Cunningham of CCW Safe, so I thought that was probably the one you were thinking of.
Yeah, no,
If Rick backs them up, you can go look into them too, man.
That's where I got U.S. Law
okay.
Shield. So, yep. All right.
Well, okay, I had not heard of them.
Yeah, Ed, I'm glad you're on with us the whole show. I got 3 more phone calls. I got to go.
More calls, brother.
Okay. Could I ask my question real quick?
Oh, sure.
Go ahead.
Okay, it was about a lot of the weapons that people carry for concealed weapon is, they're 10-shot semi-automatic 9mm. I happen to be a revolver aficionado. What do you think about a 5-shot? I kind of like, more than kind of, the Charter Arms Bulldog.
Well, Charter, yeah, it's a 44. It's a great gun. I have one of those. I don't know if I would want to use it for a CCW. Smith & Wesson has so many really nice ones, and those Charter Arms Bulldogs, I would go with the Smith & Wesson. Much easier to handle, and to be honest, I always plug the Kimber K6S.
Yeah.
That's what I have on my CCW. It's a fantastic gun.
Those flat cylinder sides.
Yeah,
It's slender as a 642 or 442.
and it's like a 2-stage trigger. You can pull it about 3/4 of the way and nothing happens, and then it turns itself into a single action. It's just a fantastic gun. Anyway, Ed, thanks for the call. We'll talk to you again, okay?
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. God
bet.
bless.
Bye-bye.
God bless
Okay, let's get to Mike and Whittier. Mike, what's going on?
Hey, good evening, guys. How are you?
Good. Make it quick. We're in a hurry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Last week I went to a USPSA match just to watch the procedures and, get the ins and outs before I dip my toe into it.
Smart.
And as I've said, going to 2A events, you meet the nicest people. Yeah, there's some oddballs, but near the end of the match, a couple of guys said, hey, you want to, run our guns through a couple of stages? So I said yes. So one was a Glock 19, which was great. But then I'm used to driving, Toyotas and Hondas, and this one guy decides, hey, would you like to try my Atlas? Now, I've never driven a McLaren. Of course I said yes. Now, it was an amazing gun, but being here in California, I don't have a whole lot of experience with these types of guns. What are the differences between these 2011s and a 1911? Well, what makes up a 2011?
Well, we don't have a whole lot of time, but really quick, the biggest difference is the fact that the 2011s, you can make them in 9mm, but they also are a double stack type magazine, so they're wider in the grip. Absolutely.
Higher capacity.
Yeah, I absolutely recommend them. I really love mine. I've got an Atlas too, but the staccatos, man, yeah, you can't beat them. And Mike, I found some more chainmail. Come by and see me, okay?
oh Lord.
This one. If you thought the last one was odd, wait till you see this. And I'll see you this week, okay?
All right, definitely.
Thanks. Okay, bye-bye. All right, let's jump over to our friend Brent in LA. What's going on, Brent?
Shalom, Brent.
Shalom, you big, beautiful baby shower going gunslinger.
Hey now. Thank you kindly. What's happening?
And mazel tov and blessings on your big, beautiful grandbaby.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, yeah, man.
We're finally having another boy. Go ahead.
Beautiful. And Vince Scully was a marvelous MAGA broadcaster before there was MAGA.
Yep.
And I loved listening to Vince Scully, even though I didn't have any interest in baseball in those days, and even less interest in it today. And it was his warmth, humor, humanity, patriotism, use of language, and storytelling abilities that got me. And I received the exact same sort of style, fun, and enthusiasm in our lovable, legendary Leon Kaplan when I began listening to him. And Leon drew me into listening, though I knew little about auto mechanics and wasn't about to fix my own cars. And what I find so funny about you and Leon is you both kept telling me you don't speak politics on your show. And he was just as successful impressing that rule on me as you guys have been.
Well, honestly, I stole that idea from Leon. I mean, I just thought that was the greatest thing because, nothing spoils Thanksgiving worse than families starting to talk about politics or religion. And so I just wanted to keep that. Let's just keep this fun with guns and no politics. Let Sean Hannity and those kind of guys.
Let the pros do what they do.
Keep it that way. And we'll just talk about what we know, and that's firearms. So, all right.
And so I think I'm the only one that ever called the Leon Kaplan show and was always talking politics with him, and the electric car and everything else.
Hey, Brent, I got another movie for you. You ready?
Oh,
I saw this on TMC. Friday night, The Three Godfathers with John Wayne.
Ooh. Oh, that is wonderful.
Oh, man, it is such a great movie. Robert William Pedro. Such a great movie. Anyway, Brent, we got another phone call to get to. As always, thank you, sir.
God bless you, Brent.
Bless you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Brent.
Okay, I think we're going to make it, guys. Let's get to our friend Kim down in San Diego. Kim, what can we do for you?
Evening, Kim.
Hello. Hey, I just wanted to tell you, yes, you had Vince Scully and Chick Hearn. Actually, so did we, even in San Diego, because they were both amazing. But we also had a national treasure, Jerry Coleman. So I quickly just wanted to tell you two things that he said that were really funny. When he said, talking about Dave Winfield, one of our right fielders years ago,
Winfield was cool.
Winfield goes back to the wall. He hits his head on the wall, and it rolls off. It's rolling all the way back to second base. He was so cute and just didn't even realize what he said, but we all loved it. And then just one more really quick one. Ron Guidry's not very big, maybe 140 pounds, but he has an arm like a lion.
Hey, that's nice. Kim, you got so much love for
malapropisms.
Kim, you got so much love
Yeah.
for your joke the other week that everyone was saying
Yeah.
that you're the great closer to Richard's beginning and all that. So just want to let you know
Oh,
Yep.
oh, thank you. Thank you. And
yeah,
we
thank
were
you.
blessed to have all three of those, weren't we?
Oh,
Amen.
absolutely.
We just really were.
Another one was Dick Enberg, of course. You know, he was.
Yes.
I believe he was with the Angels for forever and a day, and yeah, he was really great too. But yeah, well, you know, the Chick and Vinny, and of course, you know, Leon. Just you know, people that are not or were not around then. They don't know what they're missing, so they don't miss it.
No.
You know, and I mean, Chick Hearn invented the simulcast. He was so popular that people would listen to him on the radio and on TV at the same time.
Or bring it to the stadium.
Yeah, you know, like Dodger Stadium now is, you know, you got the guys on TV and then you got the guys doing radio. But Chick was so big that he had them both.
Yeah.
You know, and
Amazing.
Vin was the same way, you know.
You'd be watching a baseball game with the sound turned down and Vin Scully on the radio.
Yep. And
Or at the stadium.
Yeah, oh yeah,
people bringing them to the stadium.
Yeah.
You're watching the game and people are blasting.
And if the Lakers happen to be on like NBC or something, you turn the sound down there and you turn Chick on, on 570 AM.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah, those were
we were
great
lucky.
days. Yes,
we were lucky.
So, okay,
Thanks,
Kim.
guys. I know you're busy.
All right, Kim. Thanks so
God
much.
bless
We'll talk
you,
to you
Kim.
again. Bye bye.
Love you.
We made it. Guys, thanks so much for the phone calls. The phone calls truly make this show.
Yeah, you guys are the heart and soul of
Your
this
show,
show.
man.
All right. Well, so what we got left time, Brian? 3 minutes? Okay. First off, let's get a little bit of business. September 19th, guys. It's full. We're done. We're not taking any more guns in for that one, but it's a lot of good stuff in it. We got in some last minute stuff that was just. We got in a 1918 Colt government model on Thursday. That's a literal 95%. It's, oh man, it's just like wow. You know, it's got. Yeah, I mean,
How does that even exist?
Yeah, we've got a Remington Model 11, U.S. marked and Navy marked.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they use them as trainers.
Anti-aircraft.
Yeah, anti-aircraft trainers. So we got one of those in. There's just a lot of cool stuff.
So we got about a month away before the catalog is out.
Catalog. We'll start working on the flyer next week, and the catalog is described. We just got to wait for the pictures and finish, and then we'll get the catalog up probably in the next couple of weeks.
Sweet. So keep your eyes open, folks, so you can start wetting your chops.
Yeah, so a lot of cool stuff. If you need to get a hold of me, just go to gunslingerauctions.com. Any phone number. Yeah, the Orange store number is on there, the Azusa store, although I'm very rarely there. But
they'll forward the call.
Yeah, you can always get a hold of me that way. And I think this game is in the Gunslinger refrigerator.
Yay.
Doors closed, lights out, eggs are cool and butter's getting hard, and the Jell-O's jiggling.
Yeah, baby. Come on. What a great
I've been dying to
time.
say that for 2 hours. Oh man! All right. What? Anything else you got going?
Shout out to Panorama for having a great match this weekend. For
sorry I
Johnny.
couldn't make it.
That's all right. We'll get you next time. I want to shout out who else? Birthday Spain. Congratulations, Spain, for those of you who care about such things. I'm wearing my Second Amendment baseball hat, and we were talking about Wyoming and Montana. My buddy Ray was just up in Wyoming, Montana. He saw the hat, bought it for me. Thank you, Ray, for that. He's going to be watching the show.
Very cool.
But he made the point that, I wanted something like this for you because of the show. He says, and I couldn't find anything like it in California.
No.
Huh? So, bless you, Patriots, wherever you may be, man.
All right.
Amen.
Well, there it is, guys. The music on the wall. It's time to go home. Thanks so much. Again, you guys make the calls make the show, and when we get a lot of them, it just makes my day. Makes
Thank
my
you
week,
all for
really.
all of this.
Yeah, any questions, like I said, go to gunslingerauctions.com. But in the meantime, don't forget to smile. It's just little curves. That's a lot of things straight. Thank you, Leon. We'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.
God bless you guys.
Goodbye.
Love you.